Dr. Kylie Vincent. I'm a Professor of Inorganic Chemistry at the University of Oxford, and I've worked there for a long time now. I went there first as a postdoc and then held independent fellowships and then lectureship and professorship there. And my research is in biological inorganic chemistry, and we're interested in both the mechanism of enzymes that activate small molecules as well as using enzymes in biotechnology for cleaner chemical manufacturing.
My name is Dr. Tracy Lohr. I'm a senior research scientist at Shell. I work in the chemical catalyst technologies group. So I primarily do catalysis research for chemical catalysts and selective oxidation and epoxidation. I also work a little bit in our low carbon fuels research as well. My day-to-day job is inventing and commercializing and scaling up new epoxidation catalysts. So what's really nice is I get to do the lab scale work, follow the invention kind of as it translates out the door to large scale.
My name is Dr. Meera Mehta. I'm an associate professor at the University of Oxford. Me and my husband are both Canadian. We're from Toronto. I did my PhD at the University of Toronto, and then we moved. I did a postdoc on a Royal Society Newton Fellowship at the University of Oxford. I then started my independent career at Manchester, and then moved to Oxford. And some of my research interests are in doing sustainable element catalysis. We're interested in thinking about how we develop the chemistry of elements like phosphorus, boron, silicon, aluminum, which are far more abundant and inexpensive to do the styles of catalysis that we rely on expensive metals like platinum and iridium for. And actually some of the catalytic reactions we're most interested in developing are those that convert greenhouse gases into useful products.
My name is Reshma Rao, and I'm currently a Royal Academy of Engineering Research Fellow and Lecturer at the Department of Materials and the Grantham Institute at Imperial College London. My group focuses on electrochemical synthesis of green chemicals and green fuels, and we look at a lot of operando characterization techniques to understand what makes catalytic materials really active or really stable, and how we can design next generation materials for these applications.
I received it a few years into my independent career, so right between when I started my group at Manchester and transitioned over to Oxford as an associate professor. So I was about 2 or 3 years into independence at this point. Both the award and the opportunity to collaborate with all the incredible academics here at TU Berlin. So we built collaborations, and we're working with Professor Martin Borstreich, who's a world leader in organic catalysis and main group catalysis, and not only is his team very motivated and smart, but incredibly supportive, and it's been great to have that feedback where we can learn from this engagement.
I received the Clara Immerwahr Award at a fairly early stage in my career when I'd only just set up my own research group and started to do some independent research, and it's been a fantastic way to build collaborations from that point. So I spent several months in Berlin with the support of the Clara Immerwahr Award, and collaborated both with TU Berlin and with Humboldt University at that time, and both for research in the lab as well as meetings and discussion of future project opportunities.
I received the Clara Immerwahr Award when I was a research assistant professor at Northwestern. So I did all my education in Canada. I did a postdoc at Northwestern, and then I joined the faculty as a research assistant professor, and I did that for a couple of years. And so during my second year as a research assistant professor, I was awarded the Clara Immerwahr Award. The professor for UniSysCat that I collaborated with was Professor Schwogel at the Prof Institute, and what I used the research day for was to take some of my catalysts, and actually we went to Bessie, and I got to learn how to do near ambient pressure operando XPS, and that's helped me with some XPS work that I do now in Shell. I think one of the things that really helped by winning this award was it did help with my confidence going into leaving academia and transitioning to an industry job. It also put me a little bit more on the map. route to Shell was, I was actually approached by them to go work. So they heard of me by my reputation, and that's how I ended up at Shell.
I received the award 2 years ago when I was a research fellow at Imperial College, and it was the time when I was really developing my research group and building my research vision. So it was really helpful to be able to really help me at the initial stages of my independent career.
One thing that I did that when I was younger that I'm glad I did is I decided to kind of cross disciplines when I went from PhD to postdoc, and I think that that was really valuable to put yourself in a situation where you're no longer the expert and you get to learn new skills. I think that that is a really important thing for young researchers to do, is to really broaden your horizons, to learn new things. Don't be afraid to jump into a field that you're just not familiar with. So my PhD, I was doing classical organometallic chemistry, and my postdoc, I went to heterogeneous catalyzed biomass valorization. So again, don't be afraid to take a jump and do something a little bit different that you're not used to.
I would advise early career researchers to have confidence in themselves, because I think at that career stage it's often you have a lot of self-doubt, and I certainly wouldn't have pursued an academic career if I hadn't had mentors and supporters who'd sort of given me the encouragement to go on.
I think it's important for young researchers to still remain passionate and enthusiastic and dream big, and then try and find ways to be able to achieve those dreams. But it's important to have a bold vision, at least early on in your career, that you can then hopefully set out and achieve.
You just keep doing your best, and if you deal with failure, you don't worry about it too much, and you keep just pushing forward. I think, I guess being Canadian, the saying is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.